In the bustling urban fabric of São Paulo, Laranjeiras House emerges as a serene study in volumetric restraint and spatial lightness. Designed by Felipe Hess Arquitetos and completed in 2025, this 450 square meter residence transforms a standard lot into a luminous sanctuary. Led by principal architects Felipe Hess, João Paulo Carrascosa, and Ana Falcao, the design reconciles a dense four-suite program with an open, fluid layout that constantly converses with its natural surroundings and a neighboring canal. Through tactile white stucco, warm timber detailing, structural concrete, and France Parente's sensitive photography, we step into a home where architecture and landscape exist in effortless harmony. Approaching the property from the quiet residential street, the house immediately establishes its understated presence. A massive, textured white stucco volume sits tucked behind the leafy canopy of a mature tree, its rough-hewn surface catching the soft Brazilian sunlight. Climbing bougainvillea adds a vibrant splash of magenta against the base of the wall, grounding the building's clean, geometric lines in rich tropical flora. Subtle terracotta roof tiles crown the structure, hinting at traditional Mediterranean warmth while maintaining a refined modern profile. Moving around to the side driveway, the interplay of raw textures becomes even more pronounced. Organic stone flagstones, separated by grassy joints, form a tactile path beneath your feet, guiding you along the perimeter of the home. The upper story projects outward with quiet elegance, featuring a deeply recessed timber window frame and delicate metal railing. This juxtaposition of heavy white masonry and refined wood millwork sets the tone for the architectural journey inside. Following the flagstone trail toward the main entrance, the building reveals its intimate threshold. The tree's sprawling branches cast dappled shadows across the white textured wall, creating a dynamic canvas of light and shadow throughout the day. A recessed entryway pulls you inward, offering a sense of arrival and shelter. The architecture intentionally slows down your transition from the street, inviting a moment of calm before stepping over the threshold. Stepping closer into the covered alcove, the tactile detail of the entryway comes into focus. A simple, solid wood bench rests against the textured, whitewashed wall, offering a modest place to pause under the shelter of the building overhang. The path beneath transitions seamlessly into the sheltered nook, where the thick wall envelope creates a protective microenvironment. Every detail here emphasizes quiet utility and spatial intimacy. At the front door, warm, vertical wooden slats introduce the home's primary interior material palette. Framing foliage soft focuses the foreground, underscoring the deep connection between built form and natural surroundings. The custom timber door sits flush within the deep masonry cutout, concealing a sleek handle and bronze hardware. Opening this door feels like unlocking a private garden world hidden inside a solid geometric shell. Once inside, the home immediately reveals its secret heart, a central skylit courtyard anchored by a sculptural olive tree. Resting on a bed of warm gravel, the ancient tree acts as a living art piece around which the surrounding rooms circulate. floor-to-ceiling glass sliding doors framed in warm timber encircle the courtyard, drawing light deep into the ground floor plan. This internal garden ensures that even in a dense urban setting, every room remains flooded with fresh air and daylight. Adjoining the courtyard, a private outdoor seating nook offers a quiet space for contemplation. Overhead, a ceiling crafted from raw eucalyptus poles filters the sunlight, casting intricate shadow patterns across the flagstone patio below. Two minimalist woven lounge chairs invite you to sit and enjoy the quiet breeze. Frosted glass doors nearby subtly shield utility areas while maintaining the bright, diffused quality of light that defines the ground floor. Looking at the ground floor architectural plan, the structural clarity of the design becomes strikingly clear. The architects organized the 450 square meter layout along a clear axis that balances enclosed living volumes with open garden courtyards. The main living and dining spaces open completely onto a deep rear veranda, which extends toward an organic, curved swimming pool and a circular fire pit area in the back garden. This layout maximizes breezes from the nearby canal while maintaining privacy along the side boundaries. Ascending to the upper floor plan, the layout shifts to accommodate the home's 4 private suites. Each bedroom suite is carefully positioned around the central courtyard aperture, ensuring every family member enjoys cross-ventilation and natural views. Deep balconies and sheltered terraces extend from the bedrooms, allowing the upper floor to breathe just as freely as the ground level. The architectural strategy keeps circulation clear and intuitive, while preserving individual acoustic privacy. The front elevation drawing illustrates the building's restrained front facade. With minimal openings to the street-facing elevation presents a quiet, solid envelope that guards the sanctuary within. The precise alignment of the central timber entrance and upper balcony cutouts reflects the meticulous geometric discipline of Felipe Hess Arquitetos. It is an exercise in elegance through subtraction. Examining the side elevation drawing, the gentle butterfly roofline reveals itself, adding a dynamic architectural silhouette against the sky. This subtle roof contour directs rainwater efficiently while creating varied ceiling heights internally. The side facade balances solid masonry panels with carefully rhythmized window openings and slatted timber screens, regulating solar heat gain throughout the São Paulo summer. The rear elevation drawing demonstrates the dramatic contrast between the front and back of the house. Unlike the solid front facade, the rear facade opens up entirely to the garden and pool terrace. A continuous horizontal veranda frame anchors the ground floor, supporting 2 distinct upper suite volumes above. This structural separation creates a visual lightness, preventing the 2-story volume from feeling heavy or imposing. In the longitudinal section drawing, the spatial progression from the front entry through the central courtyard to the main living area unfolds. The varying ceiling heights create an accordion-like sense of compression and expansion as you walk through the home. The deep overhang of the rear veranda is highlighted here, showing how it protects the main living room glass walls from harsh direct sun while preserving uninhibited views of the lawn. The cross-section drawing captures the vertical connection established by the central light well and open staircase. Daylight pours from the roof opening, straight down into the circulation core, illuminating both levels simultaneously. It also reveals the subtle grading of the site, showing how the house steps down gently toward the garden and the sunken basin of the swimming pool beyond. A secondary section drawing provides a detailed look into the living room volume and upper suites. The drawing details the integration of concealed HVAC ducts, recessed lighting, and flush floor transitions that keep the interior architecture clean and unencumbered. Here, structural concrete beams span effortlessly across the social zones, supporting the upper level without requiring intrusive interior columns. This section detail highlights the structural relationship between the indoor social hall and the covered outdoor kitchen veranda. The flush threshold allows the indoor living space to blend seamlessly into the outdoor entertaining zone. The drawing underscores the architect's focus on spatial continuity, where indoor and outdoor floors lie on the exact same datum line. The final architectural section showcases the service and kitchen core, neatly tucked along the side lot line. By consolidating utilities along this boundary, the rest of the ground floor remains entirely open for living and landscape. Upper suite wardrobes and ensuite bathrooms are shown stacked efficiently above the ground floor service zone, maximizing spatial efficiency across the compact lot. Moving into the primary living room, the atmosphere is instantly serene and calming. Sunlight washes across smooth, cream-colored floors and off-white walls, highlighting a curated ensemble of Brazilian modern furniture. Tactile woven rope and cane armchairs gather around a low, segmented circular wooden coffee table. A soft white linen sofa, adorned with earth-toned cushions, grounds the space, while a textured woven wall tapestry adds subtle warmth and artistic character. From another angle in the living room, a statement high-backed chair, crafted from sculpted wood and woven string, takes center stage. Its sweeping, ergonomic curves bring an expressive, handcrafted quality into the minimalist room. Beside it, a rustic timber console table stands against the wall, holding minimalist ceramic pieces. Every piece of furniture feels deliberately chosen for its material integrity and artisanal detail. Looking toward the expansive glass wall, a pair of lightweight canvas lounge chairs are angled to capture views of the side garden. The floor-to-ceiling glass panel glides effortlessly away, dissolving the boundary between indoors and outdoors. A tall, slender floor lamp and a low wooden side table frame the corner, creating an ideal nook for afternoon reading bathed in gentle, indirect light. A closer perspective of the seating area highlights the harmonious tactile palette. The cane webbing on the armchair, the natural grain of the round oak coffee table, and the slubby weave of the area rug create a rich sensory experience. Concealed ceiling air slots maintain clean overhead lines, allowing the beauty of natural materials and changing daylight to take absolute priority. Stepping through the glass doors onto the covered veranda, you arrive at the outdoor living and dining kitchen. A custom wooden island counter with an integrated cooktop stands beneath a ceiling clad in slender, rustic branches, fitted with warm wooden ceiling fans. A long marble dining table paired with slim wooden chairs provides an inviting setting for alfresco meals. At the edge of the terrace, a bronze figurative sculpture stands as a graceful sentinel overlooking the garden. Stepping out into the garden and turning back, the full majesty of the rear facade comes into view. The ground floor veranda forms a generous covered gallery that extends across the entire width of the house. Above, the white textured stucco upper volumes house the bedroom suites, framed by warm wood window casings and open balustrades under a soft, cloudy sky. Flagstone paving set in grass sweeps across the foreground, connecting house and garden seamlessly. From the edge of the lawn, the open-plan nature of the home is fully appreciated. The deep shadow of the veranda shelter creates a cool, inviting living space that flows directly from the indoor dining room. A white outdoor sofa suite sits casually under the shelter, offering a comfortable lounge area that enjoys views across the entire backyard without being exposed to direct sun. A centered view of the rear elevation highlights the geometric balance of Felipe Hess Arquitetos' design. The solid upper volumes rest gracefully upon slender white piers, giving the impression that the top floor is floating above the garden. Every element, from the wood-slatted ceiling of the loggia to the warm timber window shutters above, works in concert to create a timeless architectural expression. Moving further into the backyard, the organic shape of the swimming pool introduces a soft, fluid geometry to the site. Irregular stone flagstones ring the pool edge, merging naturally into the surrounding green lawn. The still water reflects the white facade of the house, creating a peaceful oasis where water, sky, and architecture meet. Standing near the pool steps, the crystal clear water reveals submerged white concrete benches designed for relaxing in the cooling water. The soft curve of the pool coping contrasts beautifully with the crisp horizontal lines of the house beyond. In the background, the shaded veranda remains visible, illustrating how easy it is to move between a dip in the pool and a quiet rest in the shade. Taking in the broader view of the rear property, the garden feels like a private park. A pair of sleek white sun loungers rest on the stone paving beside the pool, positioned to catch the warm afternoon sun. Lush, mature trees and tropical plantings frame the lot boundaries, screening out neighboring structures and focusing views toward the sky and the home's open architecture. Looking out beyond the edge of the pool and lawn, the unique advantage of the site comes into focus: a direct view onto the tranquil nearby canal. Palm trees and dense hillside vegetation line the far bank of the watercourse. The sun loungers face this quiet water vista, emphasizing how the design turned a standard urban lot into a resort-like retreat connected to São Paulo's natural landscape. As day turns to evening, the front facade illuminates with ambient architectural lighting. Warm glow spills from the timber windows and deep entrance alcove, casting soft highlights onto the rough stone-textured white walls. The mature front tree and garden plants take on a dramatic evening presence under subtle landscape spotlights, welcoming visitors back to Laranjeiras House with a warm and luminous glow.
Laranjeiras House stands as a masterclass in modern Brazilian residential design, where spatial density gives way to openness, light, and architectural grace. By weaving gardens, courtyards, and light wells throughout a compact 450 square meter floor plan, Felipe Hess Arquitetos crafted a home that feels both grounded and weightless. The rich materiality, from tactile white stucco and structural concrete to warm timber millwork and eucalyptus branch ceilings, creates a tactile journey captured with serene precision by Fran Perante. As twilight settles over the canal, the house remains a tranquil haven, perfectly balancing volumetric restraint with the effortless lightness of tropical living.